Are you looking for a space where you will learn to improve your mental strength, emotional health, and heal your insecurities from the inside out? Take the first step to living a more meaningful life with the Better Me with Body by Bree podcast. I'm your host, Bree. I'm a certified personal trainer, entrepreneur, and mother of 3. I've helped empower thousands of women to take action through fitness, nutrition, meditation, personal development, and aligning thoughts with action. This podcast is for those who are ready to feel inspired and motivated to live a more purposeful life. Let's grow together. Hi, friends. This podcast is going to be a little different. I didn't actually plan on posting this podcast because I normally just do one a week, but I felt like I needed to address some of the feelings that I'm hearing from my friends and also that I'm feeling as well. Things are heavy right now. There is a lot going on in the world. In the past few months, we have been living through a world pandemic. We've had the Black Lives Matter protests. We've been bombarded with child sex trafficking news. We have had earthquakes and fires. Some people are dealing with sickness or unemployment or abuse, and it's heavy. There is a lot going on. So I wanted to talk about hope and how it can help you if you're feeling the heaviness like I was. So hope is my sense of strength. Hope is what drives us. Hope can become our power source. Hope and gratitude are the highest vibrations. So how do you stay hopeful with everything that is going on right now? By nature, I'm a very positive person. I like to be happy and light. I let things roll off of me. I see the good in things. I stay positive. That's just my personality. But I don't know about you, but this last week with all the talk of the child sex trafficking, it was just my breaking point. My mom heart could not handle the sadness and the pain that these innocent children are going through. And the fact that 800,000 children go missing in the United States each year, it's just crushing my heart. So what do we do? Like, how are we going to help? What's my purpose in all this? All I know is that I can't just sit by and watch it happen. I need to take action. Now, in order for me to hear inspiration or take action, I need to get rid of this heaviness that I feel in my chest. And for about the last 4 days, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I had this huge weight on my chest. I'd wake up with a pit in my stomach. I'd go to bed with a pit in my stomach. I was having horrible nightmares because I was just consumed with all of the darkness and the evil that's happening right now in the world. So I wanted to share with you some techniques that help pull me out of the dark place that I was in. So first, I want you to find a quiet place in your house. For me, that's my closet. It's dark and there's no windows. I like to put a little salt lamp in there, but I have no distractions when I'm in there. So make sure that it's during nap time, or it's before the kids wake up, or it's after the kids go to sleep, because you don't want to have anyone yelling at you. You don't want to hear kids crying and screaming. Try to have it be completely quiet and dark with no distractions. So first thing I do is I say a prayer. Now, if you aren't religious, you can ask the universe or your higher self to help you. But for me, it's God. So apply whatever you need to for your belief. For me, it's God. But then I visualize. Now, visualization is one of the most powerful healing tools that we have. It helps when you can actually visualize your pain. So my mom actually taught me this exercise. But what I do is I put a color and a shape to the heaviness that I'm feeling. So maybe it's a blue square. You're going to focus on where it is that you're feeling heavy in your body. For me, it's always on my chest. For some reason, I always just feel like I can't breathe. So I visualize physically pulling the pain and the darkness out of my body, and I put it into my blue square, or whatever shape and color you saw. You're putting it into that blue square. And once you have cleared out all the heaviness and all the darkness, you're going to visualize handing it over to God. I'm physically giving my pain to Him. I am asking for Him to take it away from me. Not only am I asking for him to take away the dark, heavy feeling, I'm asking him what I can learn from this situation. How can I be stronger? How can I learn? What do I need to do? And then I sit and I listen. And when I'm meditating, I'm basically just having a conversation with God. I'm able to hear more when I take the time to be still. So after I have given my pain to God, then I ask and I listen to what God is telling me back, and I get my answers. Then I ask my 5 soul questions. So if you haven't heard what the soul questions are, they are to help you find yourself. And I'm actually certified in meditation classes through Deepak Chopra's program. And he always has us ask these 5 soul questions. So the first one is, who am I? I want you to think about each question as I say them. Maybe even write them down so that you can do this when you're meditating or you have your quiet time. Who am I? What do I want? What am I grateful for? How can I serve? What is my purpose in life? Between each of these questions, I want you to sit until you get an answer, until you know what your answer is. Have you ever sat down and really asked yourself those questions? Do you know the answer? When you meditate, you're able to hear your higher self. You're able to hear God speaking to you. You're able to connect your subconscious mind with your conscious mind. You start to live with intention. You are self-aware. You have control over your emotions, your thoughts, and your feelings. So there are a few ways to meditate. If you don't want to meditate in silence, you can always do a guided meditation. And my personal favorite one right now is with Deepak Chopra and Oprah. They have a 21-day meditation challenge all about hope. I just started it for the second time, and I honestly just sit there and cry every time because I feel so uplifted and positive and full of light. And don't we all need a little more of that in our corner of the world right now, right? You can find those free meditations on YouTube, or you can always download their meditation app. They also have their own meditation app, Deepak Chopra and Oprah Meditation. But it's so helpful for beginner meditation if you don't know what you're doing, because they will guide you through it. So that's also a way to start. Another way to feel better about the situation right now and how to take this heaviness away is to take action. How can you help? One of the soul questions was, how can you serve? And for me, if I just hear what's going on and say, oh, that's so sad, but I don't actually help, I have this anxious feeling inside because I feel helpless. So when I take action, I know I'm at least doing something. So what can you do? What action can you take? I did talk a little bit about Operation Underground Railroad on my Instagram this week, but they're a great resource. They're doing so much good in the world, and Tim Ballard and his wife are honestly, they're angels on earth. Their organization has helped thousands of children escape from the horrific world of sex trafficking, and instead of focusing on all the evil in the world, they focus on how they can help. And that helps me. When I focus on the good and the helpers and what are we doing and what is the goodness in the world, then that helps me pull out of the dark thoughts or the darkness or the heaviness that I feel in my chest. So they have so many ways to help on their website. If you are interested, that's Operation Underground Railroad. Adam and I also volunteer with Haitian Roots. So they're an amazing organization as well. If you don't know, I did go to graduate school for nonprofit and international business, and I researched the best organizations who really make an impact, and Haitian Roots was it. One of the directors is actually one of the people who is able to facilitate Tim Ballard's adoption from his children in Haiti. So they work really closely. They also work with Gordy's dad, if you've heard that story through Operation Underground Railroad. But when we were there, we got to actually meet Gordy's dad, and he has this amazing orphanage, and he's taking care of all of these children, still trying to find his son that was sold into sex trafficking and kidnapped. And honestly, the spirit that you feel from all these amazing helpers is just incredible. That spirit is what it's all about, is helping and being surrounded by helpers and engaging in the service. Adam and I go to Haiti. I'm not like trying to pat ourselves on the back or tell you, oh, look at what we do. I'm just trying to give you ideas so that you know how you can help. But Adam and I go to Haiti to volunteer every year. We sponsor children for their education. All of this is through Haitian Roots. We help build classrooms because we're very passionate about preventing sex trafficking. And the best way to prevent that is through education. So if a child is in school, they are a lot less likely to be trafficked because they have a place in the community. They'll be missed. People know who they are. They're safe. So that's where Adam and I like to spend our time, is prevention. And if you want more information on Haitian Roots, please email me. I would love to help give more information. I love talking about it. I love spreading the word. But it is important to note that you don't have to put your head in the sand and not know what's going on in the world to put your mind out of it, right? So it will take a toll on you if you're watching the news day in and day out. You're reading all of these dark, depressing articles. You're sitting there looking up all of the horrific stories of the children that are being sex trafficked. Like, you can know that it's going on without letting it consume you, right? So what are you doing on the other end to uplift yourself? What are you filling your time with? What are you filling your mind with? What content, what music, what are you constantly being bombarded by? And we have to act as gatekeepers to our own minds. So for me, I have to balance it out with meditation and prayer and scripture and looking for the good and reading the success stories and seeing the angels on earth, and trying to help. So I hope this helps in some small way, you guys. I just felt so inspired to share with you what helped me, and hopefully it can help you. So remember, you are so much more than your body. You are strong, you are resilient, and you are capable. And I will see you guys back here next time. Thank you.